Dear students, in this video we are going to see how to make this section of solids in the AutoCAD software. So this is the question I'm going to take. Okay, so I already have a video on the same question, how to make this in the AutoCAD, but the audio was not clear in that video, so I'm posting it again. Okay, so now we'll take the question. A square pyramid with a base side of 30 mm and axis length 60 mm rests on HP on its base with one side of the base inclined at 30° to VP. Okay, it is cut by a plane inclined at 45° to HP and perpendicular to VP. It passes through the axis at a distance of 25 mm from the axis. Draw its front top sectional view and true shape of the section. Okay, so first we will go with normal projection of solid up to this. Then we'll go for the section of solids. So open the software. So first you have to identify on which plane you will get the true shape. According to the given condition, okay, the true shape here is square, which is going to fall on the HP. Okay. So open the software, open a new window, set the units, set limits, zoom all. Okay. First draw this XY line. And then I'm going to give name. So this is X, Y. Above the line it is VP, below the line it is HP. Okay, now you can start in the horizontal plane. Okay, here square is the true shape, but they are given a condition that one side of the base inclined at 30° to VP. Okay, if it is inclined at 30° to VP, we have to mark it on HP, that inclination. Okay, draw a line, switch off the ortho mode. Okay, draw a line for random length. Okay, 100. Press tab, switch to angle box. So this inner angle should be 30°. Okay, then outer angle should be 180 minus 30, which is 150. So immediately you check the angle to confirm it. This should be 30. Yes, fine. So now next what you have to do, we have to put a square such that one side of the square should align with this line. Okay, should come on this line. So I'm going to take a polygon. Number of sides as 4, enter. Select the edge method. So click on the first point on this line. Now it is asking the second point. Just move along this line. Don't press any key on the mouse. Just move along the line and specify the side length. Okay, the side length here is 30 mm. So automatically we'll get a square with one side resting on this line. Okay. Now we'll give the name to all the corners. Before that, it is a pyramid, so you have to connect all the corners to the center. Now I'm going to name all the corners. So starting from A, B, C. If it is a top view, you have to represent the alphabets without dash. If it is a front view, you have to put a dash over the alphabet. Okay, so in previous videos I made this mistake. Okay, where for front view I used normal alphabet, whereas for top view I used alphabet with dash. Okay, that is wrong, so follow this one. Okay, now I got the top view. Now to get the front view, just project vertical lines till this XY line from all the corners. From the center also try to project one line. Okay, so for center also we'll give a name. Okay, I'm going to take it as going to take it as O. Now from the center, now you try to mark the axis length. So this is the from the center you have to mark the axis length. Press F8. So the axis length is 60 mm. Now from this top you connect all the corners at the bottom. So there are four longer edges. Out of this four longer edges, you have to identify the hidden edges. Okay, which are the hidden edges? So you put yourself here, and you are seeing this object. Okay, you can able to see this edge, these three edges, but OD is the hidden edge. Okay, if it is a hidden edge, you have to use dashed lines. Go here, properties by layer. Go and load those lines. Load, click dash, also take center lines. The three types are there. Load all three. Okay, so this edge is the hidden edge. Okay, so represent it with dashed lines. If it is axis or center line, you have to represent using this center line. Okay, again I will give the labels. So this is O dash, A dash. Okay, you can mark it by taking reference from top view. This is B dash, D dash, and C dash. Okay, press escape. Now this is the projection for according to just normal projection of solid case. Okay, now we'll go for section of solids. We'll take the second part of the question. So it is given, it is cut by a plane inclined at 45 degree to HP and perpendicular to VP. It passes through the axis at a distance of 25 mm from the I think this is not axis, I think this is apex point, I think. Yes. So first you mark this 25 mm, then you can mark the angle. Okay. So from this point, okay, this is apex point. From here, mark a vertical line for 25 mm and just move to the right. Okay, just for some random distance. Okay, we want to put a line that is that should have an inclination of 45 degree. Okay, so for that reference I'm putting this horizontal line just for random length. I'll take it as 30. Now take another line. Okay. Now switch off this F8. Now again you can go for random length. I'm taking it as 30. Press tab. This is very important. You have to control the angle as per the angle given in the question. Okay, so it is 45. So immediately check the angle. So it is 45. Okay. Now extend this cutting plane on the other side using the extend option. Keep on clicking that light until you reach this XY line. Okay, on the other side. Okay, now you can see this cutting plane is intersecting this pyramid at four edges, four longer edges. Okay, at 4 points on the longer edges. Okay, mark those points using point. Before that, change the point style. Okay, so at those intersection points, I'm going to put a points. Okay, so I'm going to give name to all these points. Okay, again go to text. So this one I'm going to take it as 1 dash, 1 dash, 2 dash. Okay, so you have to go in the clockwise direction. okay, or anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so first edge is OA. Okay, next edge is OB. Okay, next edge is OC. Okay, so this I'm going to take it as 3 dash. Then you'll go to the last edge OD. Okay, 4 dash. So this is our cutting plane. So we can give a name to this plane also. And give it as VT. Next, what you have to do, we have to mark this cross section at the top view. So how to do that? So draw a line from this intersection points 1 dash up to this XY. From XY again draw one line until it intersects with the AO edge. Okay, this one is the AO edge, so it has to intersect here. Okay, you have to draw this as two lines. Okay, don't put a single line starting from 1 dash directly to AO edge. Okay, don't do that, because we want later we want to put this true shape of this cross section separately. At the time we need this distance. Okay, so put this as two different lines. Don't put it as a single line starting from 1 dash to AO. Okay, so again next from 2 dash go up to this, again start here and go up to the corresponding edge. Okay, 2 dash lies on O dash B dash. Okay, so similarly find OB here. Little bit you go beyond OB. Okay, later we can trim it. Excess part we can trim. Okay, so immediately put a point. Next we'll take line from 3 dash, go up to this one, and again start from here and go up to OCH. Okay, go beyond, little bit go beyond OC, so that you can mark it exactly. So excess part you can trim it off. Similarly from 4 dash go up to XY, then up to OD, go beyond OD. Okay, then trim off the excess part, put a point. So here also I will give the names to all the points. So this is 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. Now again take a line and connect all these points. Okay. Now you can highlight this section separately. Select yellow color, change line thickness a bit. So inside this you have to hatch it. Okay, there is an option here, you can see there is an option called hatch. Click on this. Okay. So you go and change the pattern. Okay, so you can set it in ANSI 1, ANSI 32, and you can increase the density. Okay, by reducing the scale you can increase the density. Okay, okay, this is fine. So this is the sectional view at the top. Okay, this is the sectional top view. So once you cut the solids and if you remove the top portion, and after removing the top portion, when you see it from the top, okay, you can get such kind of sectional view when you see from the top. Okay, so here also you have to highlight it. So again take a line. So after cutting, will remove this top portion, only the bottom portion remains. Okay, so you have to highlight that bottom portion. So again start from one. Only highlighting the bottom portion, the edges that is below the cutting plane. Okay, okay, now select the bottom portion, highlight it. No need to highlight these lines. These lines, bring it back to the actual color. Now, so we got the front and top sectional view. Okay, this is front sectional view and this is top sectional view. The last they are asking the true shape of the sectioned view. Now we have to draw this true shape of this section view. So in order to make this, what you do, draw a arbitrary line. Okay, so parallel to this cutting plane. So how to do that? You can go for offset. I'm going to offset this cutting plane, offset. So distance, you can take it randomly. The only condition is this arbitrary plane, cutting plane, this arbitrary plane should not intersect with this solid. Okay, that's the only condition. So I'm going to take it as 40. Select this object and click on the left side of this line. Okay, so you got a plane. Again you have to give the plane. Again you have to give the names to this plane. Okay, text. So again we are going to get the true shape, this shape of this section. Okay, this cross section here. So this is going to be the top view. So top view should always come below the, according to the first angle of projection, it should come below this XY line. Okay, so I'm going to draw this true shape of the section here. That means this is going to be my X and this is going to be my Y. Okay, because it should come below the XY line. Okay, so this we can draw it at our own convenience. Okay, so this is X and this is Y. Okay, now from 1 dash draw a line. Okay, connecting this arbitrary plane, and it should make 90°. Okay, with this cutting plane. So from all the points you draw a line, or else select this one, copy, take this as base point and put it at all the intersection points. So next what you have to do, so now I'm going to transform this line, translate this line from this position, this point to this point. Okay, so how to do that? Okay, select this line, copy, Control C, Control V. So type copy, select this line, press enter. Now it is asking base point. Okay, take this as base point and put it here. Okay, now next step is what we have to do is we have to rotate this line so that it should align with this line. Okay, so how much degree we have to rotate, that we have to find it out. So measure this angle. This going to be 90. Okay, in order to make this line align with this line, okay, this angle is going to be 90. So we have to know this angle. So we can measure it. Just 45. Okay, either you can measure it and you can find it, or else this angle mathematically it would be 90 minus whatever the angle you are giving here. Okay, so now I'm going to rotate this. Rotate. So select this object, take this as base point. The angle should be 90 plus 45, 135. So again I'm doing it. Rotate. Select this object, base point. So angle is, I want to go clockwise. Okay, so that should be minus 135. Yes, because software generally rotates in anti-clockwise direction. So if you want to go clockwise, you have to give the angle in negative with negative. Okay, so similarly you have to translate all the edges. Okay, next to copy, take this as base point and put it on line 2. Okay, so first I will put all the lines. Okay, so this is line for 3. Copy, take this as base point, put it on line 3, and for line 4 this is line 4. Okay, copy, take this as base point and put it on line 4. Now select all these 3 lines. So we'll rotate one by one. So rotate. So I will try to rotate all 3 at the same time. We'll see whether it is working or not. So I selected all the 3 lines. Okay, enter. It is asking base point, so I will take this as base point. So no, it is not working, or else instead of this I will try to take this as base point. Again rotate, select all 3 lines, enter, base point. No, it is rotating like this. Okay, so we'll rotate line by line. Select this object, enter, take this as base point, minus 135. Same, select this object, enter, base point, minus 135. So this object, base point, minus 135. Sorry. Rotate, select this object, enter, take this as base point, minus 135. Okay. Now again you can put points to all the end point of the lines. Okay. Now take a line and you can connect it. So this is 1, 2, is 3, 4, and then again 1. So you can give name, text. So this is 1 dash, sorry, yes, we can take it as 1. Already we had 1 dash, we can take it as 1, 1, 1. Okay, suffix 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, and 4, 1. Because it is a top view. we are drawing the true shape of the top view, so we should not put dash. Okay, again select, and change the color now, and also we'll hatch that section. Okay, using hatch. So this is the final output. This is the true shape of the section. Okay, we'll give the dimensions wherever possible. Take align. So this is 30. Then you can give axis length. You can take the linear. Okay. While giving the dimension line, it should not intersect with any other lines. Okay, it is a text or any other construction line. So this is our final output. So you can write that statement. All dimensions are in mm. So that's all. Thank you guys. We'll meet with another video. Thank you.